Right, coffee at the ready. I'm going to explain to you why I think Alphonse Areola is a smart, possible signing for West Ham. I say possible because the rumour is we're haggling over the loan fee, possibly whether he comes to the club on a permanent or a loan. I think it will be a loan, to be honest, in the end. But I don't want to talk too much about the finances of the deal. I want to talk to you a little bit about the player. We saw him for Fulham last season. He dug him out of a lot of holes. I think the eye test will tell you everything you need to know. Fulham, listen, you're talking about a side that were good in possession but weren't great defensively. And they needed a presence in goal like Alphonse Areola. Now, stats will show that he struggled with penalty kicks, something to bear in mind. Fabianski saved 2 last season. Alphonse Areola saved none. I wouldn't look too far into that. Alphonse Areola was in the 98th percent in the top European 5 leagues for saving goals that he really had no right to. And that was 7 goals for Fulham last season. And we see how much they struggled. I think they would have got relegated anyway. But Fabianski only got 4 on that. And so it is an improvement in that sense. It's his ability to throw saves out the bag. And we talk about Fabianski, how many times over his West Ham career has he dug West Ham out of a hole? And I think that is a real good attribute to have of a West Ham long-term keeper. Also, another stat that really interested in me about Alphonse Areola was his ability to deal with crosses. Again, he's a huge physical presence in the box. I believe he's 6'6", but he's in the 83rd percentile for dealing with crosses in the top European 5 leagues. And he is better than Lukasz Fabianski, and he's also better than Sam Johnstone, who we know has been a target at West Brom. So those are really 2 important factors for me. And when we talk about Alphonse Areola, and people will say goalkeeper isn't a priority position, and I do agree, but the one thing that West Ham have got wrong in the past, and I'm not giving them any credit, by the way, is that we fail to look in the long term. We fail, and I do believe that for goalkeeping, and particularly at left back, through the next 1 to 2 seasons, it will become an area that we need to address. Now, we see Fabianski's been given a 1-year deal. I expect him possibly to leave at the end of next season. If not, he will only have a 1-year extension. But you look at Alphonse Areola's age, 28 years old, longevity, experience in the Premier League, performing at a very high level. And in terms of the business elements of the deal, a lot of chess pieces have come together for this to happen. West Ham need a long-term goalkeeper. PSG have signed Donnarumma. They already have Keylor Navas. It really makes sense. He's lived in London for a year with Fulham. He's familiar with the environment in terms of a player coming in and transitioning into the side. And again, I don't know whether he would come in as the first choice shot stopper, but it is really positive anyway for West Ham for at least 1 season, given the European competition that we're in, given the cup competitions. And I hope we show more ambitions this year, that we've got 2 top quality number 1s. So I think long term, it's a fantastic choice to have. My concern over the deal is the option to buy rather than an obligation to buy. I know people will say that it's smart to allow Alphonse Areola to perform for a season and then go and purchase him. But I do feel he's that top of quality of a keeper that a bigger club may look at him. And if he's able and free to join one of them, and he's got 2 years experience in the Premier League, that he may make that option. So that's my only concern. But in terms of him being a keeper for West Ham, I think he's absolutely fantastic. And I really hope within the next week or so, we get the deal over the line and we can start concentrating on a Lingard deal, possibly a Tammy Abraham deal. But let me know what you think about Alphonse Areola. I know he's had a lot of plaudits throughout the season. He was my first choice, to be honest, over Sam Johnstone. I think for me, Sam Johnstone was a player that if you could get him in for the right price would be good. But you look at both of them in terms of having a similar age, I do think Alphonse Areola edges it. But let me know anyway. Like the video if you did enjoy this little roundup of our goalkeeping situation, and subscribe to the West Ham Way if you're watching and you want to see a little bit more content. In terms of future planning, I'm not really sure what's going to happen in terms of transfer news. I'll try to react to it daily, but make sure you check out the Patreon account in the description below. X and Dave will give you all the important and accurate information that all West Ham fans really need at a time like this. We're seeing a lot of smoke screens and a lot of rumours coming out, so check those guys out. And naturally, have a look at the West Ham Way website. Loads of cool articles there, probably discussing nostalgia, probably discussing hopes for the season, because it is only round the corner. But I'll leave it there. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch up with you